Ruby Wax, Sane New World, A User's Guide to the Normal Crazy Mind. In Sane New World, A User's Guide to the Normal Crazy Mind, Ruby Wax navigates us through the confusing, often overwhelming landscape of our inner thoughts and emotions. The book reveals how our critical inner voices can prevent us from living fulfilling lives and examines the roots of stress, depression, and the impact of evolution on our emotions. Wax goes on to tackle the topic of neuroplasticity, demonstrating how it's possible to rewire your neural connections, and provides practical mindfulness exercises and cognitive behavioral therapy techniques to help combat stress and achieve a healthier state of mind.
Conquering your inner critic. We all have an inner voice that often makes us insecure and unhappy. This voice developed when we were children and received guidance from parents and teachers. However, it can become a hindrance to change and progress as adults. For instance, in social situations, it may stop us from meeting new people as it fears rejection. This mental state also often leads to dissatisfaction and seeking temporary happiness. To avoid confronting this dissatisfaction, we adopt unhealthy habits and ignore our true desires. In this process, we lose sight of what we want from life and keep ourselves busy with jobs that we don't enjoy. Consequently, we get burned out and even more unhappy. To overcome this inner critic, it is vital to recognize its existence and challenge its negative influence. Instead of avoiding new experiences, we must face them head-on and embrace change. By doing so, we can begin to rediscover our true desires and live more fulfilled lives. The unaddressed rage and envy. Humans have primitive emotions that have remained unchanged over millions of years of evolution. Anger, a basic emotion, helped our ancestors defend themselves and secure survival needs. However, today's stress triggers most of our anger, leading to the accumulation of unresolved rage. Envy, another primal emotion, drove our ancestors to climb the social ladder and secure privileges, including more food. Today, envy drives us to strive for more and be better than our peers, although it may lead to perpetual unhappiness. Accepting that these emotions are natural is the first step towards learning better ways to cope with them. Coping with depression. Depression is more common than you think, but it can be treated with a combination of therapy and drugs. However, the stigma surrounding it makes people feel alone and helpless. The good news is that there is a way out. Reaching out to people who have experienced depression can give you a sense of belonging and provide meaningful advice. Also, learn to read your body's signals, develop calming practices and practice mindfulness. It helps in increasing awareness around one's emotions and seeing it for what it truly is. Understanding mental health. Don't blame yourself for negative emotions or depression, but understand how your brain influences your behavior. The brain consists of three different parts: the reptilian brain, the limbic system, and the prefrontal cortex, responsible for primal urges, nurturing children, and managing self-control and consciousness, respectively. Emotions and behavior are also affected by hormones like serotonin, dopamine, and endorphins. People can suffer from too many or too few of these hormones, leading to conditions like Parkinson's disease, and antidepressants may try to fill in for lacking hormones. However, this is complicated, and there can be serious side effects. It's critical to understand how the brain functions to gain a deeper understanding of your mental health issues. The harm in constant stress. Stress is a common problem that affects many people today, causing burnout and depression. While humans have always experienced anxiety and stress, our ancestors only faced these emotions in dangerous or unusual situations. However, today, we encounter stressful situations daily, which activates our warning system, causing our bodies to react adversely. Our brains tend to remember negative experiences better than positive ones, leading to a constant sense of alarm that results in physical and mental health consequences, such as exhaustion and fatigue, leaving individuals vulnerable to illness. Stress does not make us sick, but how our bodies react to it can cause harm. Whether it's the pressure of meeting work deadlines or family-related issues, the perpetual sense of threat hinders our ability to let go of the stress that comes with it. To stay healthy, individuals must learn to manage stress properly and create a more relaxed environment. Reshaping the brain. Our brains develop differently in each individual, and the more we learn, the stronger our neuron connections become. These connections allow for certain actions to become automatic, and the brain can be purposefully rewired through neuroplasticity. By experiencing and thinking positively about activities, we can rewire our neurons, reshaping our minds and becoming more equipped to tackle life's problems. This process takes time and effort but can lead to long-lasting benefits. Mastering mindfulness. Mindfulness, a therapeutical practice that stems from Buddhism, is a proven solution to reduce stress. It involves accepting that the mind is always in flux, self-regulating thoughts and emotions, and gradually understanding negative emotions. Mindfulness-based cognitive therapy, MBCT, founded by Mark Williams, John Teasdale, and Zindel Siegel, has effectively treated emotional pain. It enables patients to disassociate negative feelings from themselves and enhance their self-perception. A perpetual state of stress can lead to a vicious cycle, which can be overcome by taking a step back and getting a clearer perspective of one's situation. Practicing mindfulness can enhance self-awareness and help process past and present experiences in a more straightforward manner. Mindfulness exercises for emotional wellness. Learn 2 easy mindfulness exercises to manage negative emotions and improve mental focus. Regular practice of these exercises can lead to positive behavioral changes. We all struggle with negative emotions such as fear, anxiety, and depression, but practicing mindfulness can help us gain control over our feelings. The key is to dedicate time every day to maintaining a routine. This summary presents 2 simple mindfulness exercises that are easy to adopt. The first exercise is recognition, acceptance, investigation, and non-identification, RAIN. It involves identifying the negative emotion troubling you, accepting it as a passing emotion, investigating how it affects your body, and then stepping away from it. Through this exercise, you can learn to disengage from emotions that have a negative impact on your health. The second exercise is stopping and noticing, which involves periodically pausing and focusing on what's happening in your mind. This helps strengthen your mental focus and calm your mind. By focusing on one of your senses, such as sound, breath, or touch, you can keep negative emotions in check and become aware of your body's response to stress. These exercises may appear simple, but regular practice of them can lead to positive behavioral changes, helping us break destructive habits and establish new patterns of healthy behavior. Mindfulness, CBT, and personal anchors. Practicing mindfulness is not for everyone, and that's okay. The important thing is to find your personal anchor, the thing that calms you down when your emotions are troubling you. You also need to pay attention to your emotions to fully live in the present. Cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, is an excellent way to analyze yourself and change patterns that result in dysfunctional behavior. Practicing CBT involves assessing your present situation and asking yourself a set of questions. This will help you avoid being too hard on yourself and find a solution to your problem. It's essential to repeat stress-reducing techniques, otherwise, neuroplasticity, the rewiring of your brain, cannot take place. Find what stress-reducing technique works for you, whether it's mindfulness, yoga, reading, or taking a long walk, and stick to it.
Overall, Ruby Wax's Sane New World takes a deep dive into understanding our minds and emotions, providing practical advice on tackling stress, depression, and destructive behaviors. By gaining insights into the root causes of our negative emotions, the book offers guidance on how we can reshape our minds through mindfulness, cognitive behavioral therapy, and embracing neuroplasticity. Wax encourages readers to find their personal anchor and offers various stress-reducing techniques to suit individual needs, ensuring that we can improve our mental well-being and experience the vibrant, fulfilling lives we all deserve.